I will watch these shows, even Full House, which I used to stand Full House. It got to, like, I know I've seen every episode of Full House many times, but it was always like
when I learned that they was twins, and because I started to watch the movies, and I was like, it's two of them.
Hold the fuck up! Now something not adding up here. And somebody lying.
I might have been young, but this is even before I was in junior high school. I was like, wait.
Oh yeah.
They swapping them out? Oh no, hell no.
They do that with twins. They do that with babies on most shows. You watch Blackish?
I was upset.
There's definitely two twins. The baby on Blackish is a twin.
All right.
Yeah.
But as like a kid, like knowing this 90s shit, like it's not even, was it the 90s? It was like the early 2000s. Yeah,
Full House was 90s. Yeah. Remember when Michelle fell off that horse and almost lost her memory? Yeah. That's not funny. What the fuck is wrong with you? Yo.
Which show? Wait, hold on. What movies were they in?
Mary-Kate and Ashley. I don't give a fuck. Them bitches did everything. Mary-Kate and Ashley was like Ernest. It was like Mary-Kate and Ashley go shopping. Mary-Kate and Ashley go to the mall.
Just don't Google their pictures now.
Oh no, we're not gonna do that.
If you want to enjoy, oh my Jesus.
Mary-Kate and Ashley eat edibles.
They're 30. They're 31, and I may not be the most attractive young man out here. I would just say that as a black individual, I'm not looking like this.
I know that's right. Tia and Tamara are gonna be 36, I think, this year. And I'm like, that's a problem, y'all.
Oh, I remember. Oh, damn. This show was Double Double and Troll Trouble. I watched that show. No, was it? It was a movie that. Hold on. What movie was it?
I think I rented one. And I watched this throwback. I rented one of those Mary-Kate and Ashley movies from Blockbuster, and I was like, "This is not for me." Like, I just knew. I was like, "No, I don't think we're gonna watch this."
Damn, they definitely was doing some sneaky shit.
No, let's talk about twins I actually care about, Tia and Tamara. Do you remember the episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark with Tia and Tamara, and they turned into the iguanas at the end?
I just didn't like how they treated Roger. They should have treated Roger a little bit more love.
The fuck up. What's wrong with you?
I'm just being extra random with you. Now, what'd you say? I'm just fucking with you.
The episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark with Tia and Tamara were on it, and they played, I think, lizards or some shit.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was a scary episode. Are You Afraid of the Dark was always scary. I remember we used to be at my grandmother's house, and it would be, first of all, black spaces are so sacred, because it would be me, my mother, my father, my brother, but then like 7 of my cousins, like 12 aunts and uncles. And I actually still talk to all of them except for one, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, but the point is, so we would be like all of us like cramped in like this little project apartment on Saturday nights, like having family time. Fuck you make that face for?
I'm not going to no project houses.
All right, well then fine. Fuck you.
I've been to them though.
No, you said diddy, bitch. No, fuck you. Anyway, the point is that me and my cousins would be in the back room, and we'd be watching like Are You Afraid of the Dark, and like I was the baby of the family, and it'd be like, I'm scared. Like, this show is really scary. What am I talking about? Anyway, what I was about to say was, Are You Afraid of the Dark? I could not fuck with. Like, I could do all that. I could do Kenan and Kel.
I got tired of them at one point, Kenan and Kel. They was just doing too much for me.
Yeah, but I did. But that movie was popping though, where they went to like that headless horseman shit. I think it was called Superstitious. Kenan and Kel Superstitious. Wait, do you remember that?
There was a time, I'm telling you, I really disconnected. I was watching, let me tell you what, I know exactly what happened. My cousin worked at Blockbuster, and once my dad started buying me my own like videotapes and shit like that, like I had Raw and Boomerang on VHS.
Okay, you were.
Once I was able to like go back and start watching this shit, I was like, "Oh, this is fire."
Oh, sorry, it was called Two Heads Are Better Than None. Yes,
never seen it.
What? You're probably too old because I was a little old when this came out. No, this is in 2000. Yeah, that wasn't that old.
What year did Bernie Mac come out with the Kings of Comedy come out? This is when I really started getting exposed to some real shit. Kings of Comedy.
I think Comedy was 99.
It was over.
Kings of Comedy was 2000.
Yeah, it was over. I was watching that on replay.
38 million in the box office. Damn. Budget $3 million. Damn, them niggas caked up from that.
I don't know. Ooh. You guys split it down the middle with 3 niggas.
Even still, it only cost y'all $3 million to make this. Y'all made $38 million.
Right.
Y'all living. That's a nice little chunk of change.
Rest in peace, Bernie Mac. I watched that.
Oh shit! Damn, rest in peace, Bernie Mac. Right.
I watched that the other day. He killed it.
So you know what's funny? I can't even watch Kings of Comedy anymore because you niggas love to ruin things.
Why?
So, because y'all just love to quote shit over and over. So when I see
it's a classic.
All right.
People still quote things like maybe 6 years ago from Kevin Hart's earliest.
You were about to you led me right into my next point, and that shit gets on my nerves too. Because I feel like when I go back and watch it, I want to almost have forgotten some of the joke.
Nah, you can't.
So that it can set me back up. So I want to enjoy the same ride.
But but
y'all will quote full paragraphs.
Yo,
and I'm just like, all right, we get it.
It becomes like a storyline because these guys.
It's not your story. It's his story.
But they created something that the joke is so like relatable.
Yes, I know. I'm aware.
Could you imagine people come to your house and they act like they don't, like you're not even there? Him down. Say, who the fuck is him?
Yes. No. And I want to have that same reaction when I watch it.
Like I told the punk ass boy. When people, it's too late for some milk and cookies.
And again, there's some things I know, like milk and cookies. I'm not gonna be able to avoid that because it is just there.
You said something what? You said something what? You said something what?
It's just right there. I get it, but there was a point where people were literally quoting full bits of Kevin Hart. In high school, just
really?
Yes, and I'm like, all right, we get it. So I think it gets to the point now, I can't watch most of Kevin shit because I haven't. It's been so burned in my memory where I'm like,
some of it.
I just want to hear it from the horse's mouth. And don't get me wrong.
Give me an example.
I will quote some shit.
Give me an example
of what?
Something that somebody quotes from Kevin Hart.
You want to go night night, nigga?
Oh yeah,
that was a big popular one. Say it with your chest. People ran with that shit. Literally every all right. Every special he has. And he's smart. He puts these things in so that they become almost like mental bookmarks for you. So you anytime you think about this, even sometimes but this one I feel like is less popular. His "Help Me," where he's like, "Nigga, help me."
No, I know
again. That is because he puts. He's actually a genius comedian because he puts things in that are so universally.
It's the delivery and inflection.
The intention of the delivery can be so universal. It can apply to so many different things that you can't help but to apply to everyday life. Which again, I get because I too am a part of this pop culture situation operation. But when y'all are doing full 10-minute sets of shit, and it's just and then he said this, and then he said that, and it's
well, see, my thing is that I don't reflect on the joke by saying when he said that. I feel that if you know the part, you know how to perform it without you saw how I broke right into the Bernie Mac without even having to go back.
Yeah.
Now it's almost like the kid and play dance of verbal culture.
Yes.
If you know it, we'll do it back and forth.
Yeah.
And that's that. It's just
fair.
You know what I'm saying?
But when I have to see y'all do it on the internet, and again, I think it's really more so the Kevin Hart thing. I think it was just because of that was just because his prime, or when he first started, because he's still in his prime, but his beginning buzz started when I was in high school. I think by the time I'm Seriously Funny, whatever his second special was, I think I was a sophomore or some shit. So most of my high school and college career, Kevin Hart was releasing shit every other year. And it was quoted all the time in the lunchroom, in English class, on the train, people I'm with, people I'm not with, people that are black, people that are white.
Some of his
everybody.
Some of his could be very, very annoying, but I just think if I walked into a room and just said, all right, I would do it and just get out of there. That was a joke already. Yeah. I don't need to carry it.
And again, I appreciate I'm definitely I've heard people say wrench around and wrench it off, and in the right scenario, you're that's
on the
hilarious.
Right. Yes, in the right scenario, everything goes perfect.
But again, I don't need to hear DL's full set. It's a fine line. I get it.
Yo, but some of it is you have to just have to understand that it's classic shit.
No, and I totally respect that. But again, with the classic, you need to take care of it gently. You're not going to be taking out your convertible, your 53 convertible, and whipping it around Target. You drive it slowly. Gentle hands.
I think within this generation, maybe just my generation, but you're in the same on the cusp. But I just think
I'm young. I'm not old.
I think that it's a little bit different just coming from the catalog with that performance of the catalog with what Kevin Hart has versus that one stand-up comedic show that everybody loves, the Kings of Comedy, because it's not performable for everybody. It's just the way they did it.
Huh?
It was only one show, so if you remembered everything in that entirety or you've seen it that many times, it's okay. But with Kevin Hart, there's so much shit of him that you can go back and forth.
Well, no, I don't think that's a fair statement though, because that's equivalent to just everything else. So Steve Harvey has more than one stand-up besides Kings of Comedy.
Yeah, but if you ask me how many times I've seen him stand up, that might be that one. I don't check for him like that. I've seen DL.
But I'm saying people that are on that bill though. Like none of those people are like one hit wonders when it comes to like that's not their only stand up.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So I think it still kind of works the same way. I think Kevin also got in at a very convenient point where, and again, this is not even a conversation about Kevin Hart, honestly. But
how the fuck did we get it?
I don't know.
This is good, right?
But I think how you get to Kevin Hart being in this space where it's almost like overkill now is him running the market. Because it's not like there was, I mean, like comedians have like, you know, HBO specials and Comedy Central specials, but comedians releasing things in theaters are not to say it doesn't happen. Like it's obviously happened before.
Are you looking forward to his next show?
But no, not really. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'll see it. But I don't think I watched his last one. To be honest with you,
would you go to a show?
To a Kevin Hart show?
Yeah. Have you ever been to a comedy show? We went over this.
I've been to a comedy show before. Not a Kevin Hart show.
I think I want to go to another one. I'm like kind of addicted now.
They're fun. I would go if it was a brand new set that I had never so here's the thing, if I could see it for the first time, so like if it gets to the point where but you know, I can't even say that because Kevin always does do new material, but those are for like big specials though, so you have to do new material. I don't know, you know what, I would go to a Kevin Hart show. I would, because I feel like his specials don't make me laugh as much as they used to, but again, I think it's the oversaturation of hearing those jokes all the time, so they're no longer as funny to me. But I feel like I could go to a show of his. No, I could go.
Are you checking for Cat Williams these days?
No,
I like Cat. Cat had his last one was what?
I don't do that.
Really? I like Cat. I don't know what your beef is, but you can
I don't know fucking beef. I just don't like him. Ooh. See how easy that is. See how that works in 2018. You don't have to have beef with nobody. I don't know. Again. Another one. He was the precursor to the Kevin Hart era, and then even then with Pimp Chronicles, people were quoting that shit all the time. And I don't think the Pimp Chronicles is that funny, to be honest.
He got a funny catalog, I will say.
No, he does, but I don't think like people put Pimp Chronicles so up there, and I'm like, I don't think Pimp Chronicles is his best work. And again, I don't know. I should go back and watch it because it's been a minute since I've seen it, but his general demeanor throughout Pimp Chronicles is not really for me. It's not for me, but.
No, it's perfectly understandable. I mean, if you don't fuck with somebody, you don't fuck with them. It's fine. I'm not asking you to fuck with them. I'm just saying. I already said it. I did not fuck with him. I already said I don't have a problem with him. I just asked you. All right.
My point was that I feel like y'all raise Pimp Chronicles higher than it needs to be.
All right. Forget about Pimp Chronicles. Is he funny?
Yeah, he's made me laugh before. Okay. Like if I see him in not Soul Plane, what was that shit? Friday? Like he's hilarious in Friday. Like he's definitely funny to me.
And that's the thing. Some of the pimpin'. Yeah. You know, sometimes you just break off into it because
and again
out of character.
I'm not going back down this road again. I already said how the fuck I feel about this, and you know how I feel. But your ass just can't keep up.
What do you got playing this summer? I went down my
dotting and bopping.
You're not gonna be booed up. So this new record of Booed Up, which
Booed Up
is by I forgot.
Booed Up.
She signed to
MMG. Just made that up.
She signed to 10 Summer Records.
So Def Records. Sorry, go ahead.
She signed to 10 Summer Records, which is by DJ Mustard.
Mustard on the beat. Hope.
Her name is Ella May. She's Britain. She's from British. She's British. She's from Britain. Yeah. It's a dope song. It's one of those songs that it's actually not new. It came out 2017, but it's finally steaming up. I mean,
I feel like it'll be the song of the summer.
It's gonna be song of the summer because I yesterday watched over the weekend, just watching people's stories at pool parties and stuff in other cities. I was just like, oh, this is gonna.
And I feel like it really blew up like last week or 2 weeks ago. I've been hearing it for a while, and it's weird. Like the first time I heard this song, I generally don't remember that moment, but I do remember like the first time I heard it, and I was like, oh, like who? Like I actually thought it was an older song at first, like because it was like in a mix. And
it came out like the album that it's on came out in 2017 of November.
No, I mean like an oldest, like a 2001 song, like some like lost, like To Me a Little Mo type shit. And I was like, how did I miss this song? And I was like, oh, this is new. And I was like, oh, okay, got it.
I saw like it had to be like 3 weeks ago. People were just like, I saw tweets about it. I said, I'm not gonna go check for some booed up song.
Yeah.
Then I saw one or two DJs like remix or something. I was like, oh, this is gonna be picking up.
Because the thing about that, like that song of the summer, is that you almost have to you have to be able to sing along to it. And I feel like it almost has to be good enough, or not good enough, simple enough for like a 4-year-old to sing it. Like if a 4-year-old can keep up to it, it's gonna be good. So like Boot Up, Wild Thoughts. Like, there's just like those.
Is it too late for Khaled to drop another? Give us another?
No, Khaled could drop that shit on Labor Day and it would still be this.
Top Off was not relatable.
Top Off is no, that wasn't it.
You know what? You know what I learned? You can't get too fancy on niggas.
Oh yeah, no.
Because I like the song, but I was like, this shit got a roof on it, a full one.
Yeah, no, Top Off is definitely not. I mean, and again, it's gonna just.
And it's like,
it's gonna seem like me being me, but honestly, my Beyonce's verse is my favorite part of that whole song.